So I was sitting here and I was thinking about relationships and how for so long, maybe I wasn't searching. I mean, I was, but I didn't consider myself searching. But my focus had been so tunnel vision, like just based on relationships and love and wanting that feeling reciprocated, to the point where it became kind of consuming. And, I realized that in my lifetime, I've attracted a lot of broken people because I was broken, There was something in me that got hurt when I was younger, and I don't think I truly ever had let that go. So that feeling sort of mimicked throughout my life, it just went from one person to the next. And the thing about brokenness is like it disguises itself as healing. But really, like, you get with other broken people and it's like you don't heal each other. You're just like thinking that their brokenness is healing your brokenness, but really it's just two broken pieces together that don't fit. And I ended up being a person that always wanted to be a healer, always wanted to be a fixer, always a people pleaser, always seeing the better parts of someone, their potential, and thinking that that was my lot, thinking that that was love, fixing, helping to grow the other person. But what I realized is like it didn't help grow me. And I guess I got so used to that being the case that whenever I thought of myself, I felt selfish, which is crazy, right? Because like, why is considering yourself selfish, right? Considering your feelings selfish, considering your hurt selfish, considering your brokenness selfish, like you wanted to feel some type of reciprocity or some type of, love back, somebody to help you take time out. Okay, like now it's my turn. Let me help you heal, like you helped me heal. Let me help you heal. Like it's not like that though. Because like in relationships, I mean, in a healthy relationship it is, but like I'm speaking on like when two broken people come together who haven't healed before they get together, it's like people just become so codependent on one another. Like I've done it, I've become codependent on somebody else, for my healing. And it's just like, that wasn't really healing because I never really healed. Because if issues keep coming back up, you haven't healed, If you keep arguing about the same things, you haven't healed. If you keep feeling, in this place of lack, you have not healed. Like, it's not healing. That's not healing. That's just codependency to like help me cover up the things that I don't want to face. So we're just going to pretend like that's healing. We're just going to like, you're going to help me wear this mask and we're going to pretend together. And, it's just crazy. But over the years, I've learned, I really wanted to let things go and I've learned to walk away, and I'm really happy about that part, that I can actually walk away now. Like it doesn't trigger me as much. Because I think I've just finally got to a place where I don't want to be broken anymore, period. I don't want to be broken. I don't want to be, depressed. I don't want to be crying over some relationship that doesn't serve me. I don't want to be, worried about what the next person is doing, because it's hurting me. The thing that their actions are hurting me. Just even thinking about the actions that they're doing, it's hurting me, but they don't see anything wrong in the actions that they're doing. It's like, I'm over that. I can't do that anymore. Like, I think I've exhausted, that whole storyline. Like, it's like, okay, can we get something new? It's like, can I experience something new now? Because I've been through that shit too many times, where it's played out. It's like, okay, it's to the point where it's like you go through this shit so much, like, you no longer have a reaction for it. You don't react anymore. You're just numb to it because it's like you're so used to that feeling. It's just innate in you. It's like naturally, okay, I get it. And this comes next, and then that comes next, and then we, go back in a circle, and it just happens all over again. It's like, okay, yeah, same cycle bullshit. Like, let's get over that, And now I'm to a place where it's like, I don't care what anybody says or does. Like, it's whatever. And it's not that I don't care, but it's like, I don't have any feelings towards it anymore. Like, it just doesn't affect me to the degree that it used to. It's just, I'm tired. I really think my spirit is just tired. It needs something new. It just wants to relax. It wants to rest. It wants to take a break. Like, enough of the bullshit. It's like when my spirit just woke up. It's like, enough of this bullshit. Like, enough of this shenanigans. Like, we must move forward. Fuck this shit. Like, leave it in the past. Like, get over it. Like, it's like, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and just march the fuck on, soldier. It's like, I can't do this shit anymore. It's like so fucked up. It's just like toxic. And it's just not even worth it. And you just start laughing because this shit is not funny, but it's funny. It's like, how are you like continuing the storyline? Like, how do you do this shit over and over again? Like, that shit drives you crazy. Like, that's why people become crazy. That's why they become a little insane. They're like, the fucking insanity of doing something on repeat over years of time, like, is insanity. It's like crazy. Like, what the fuck? I mean, and not to label anything. I mean, because that was me, I'm labeling myself. But it's like that I was fucking crazy, for that. Like, I was that. But now I am healed. I am aware. I am enlightened. I am wiser to the bullshit. And I no longer let things affect me that are just so petty and so detrimental to my well-being, It's just funny. It's funny. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then, but it was funny now, because I realized like how stupid that was. And I use the word stupid because it just really was. It was like ignorant. It's like ignorance is bliss, It's like you're in it, you love the chaos, you love it because you think that's what real love is, is fighting and, being unpredictable and fucking like dealing with whatever comes up and fighting the battle of love. Like, no, love should not be a battle like that. Fuck. Like, no. Like, yes, you deal with certain things. You're human, you go through the emotional, peaks and valleys of love, like sometimes you butt heads and that's really like just communication. That's really not the love part. It's just the communication part. If you have bad communication, you're working towards getting good communications, you have peaks and valleys. It's like trying to find that balance of communication between each other to understand each other and, find out what works for the both of you. And what's your love language? Okay, let's try to figure that out. What does your healing look like? What does your truth look like? Like, those are things that are communicative. It's like not love. That's not the feeling. That's not the emotion. That's just the communication. Those are the words. Those are the thoughts. But love is something completely different. Love is supposed to be healing. Love is not supposed to be a battle. I remember that Pat Benatar song, like, love is a battlefield. I mean, it is, but it's not the love that's the battlefield. It's the other bullshit around the love that's the battlefield. It's like, you shouldn't have to war for something that's good. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to fight to protect it, to protect that energy, because that energy is pure. That energy is like so fucking raw that if something comes in, it can disturb it, So yeah, that part is the battlefield. Protecting your love is the battlefield. That's really what I feel like it should have said. But I mean, people go through it every day. You know, thinking that somebody loves them that doesn't. People take advantage of your vulnerabilities, and people just take advantage of, goodness. And it's just a part of life. But listen, not everybody's like that. Some people just are tired like you, like tired of the bullshit, tired of the emotions, tired of the fucking peaks and valleys and going up and down in emotions. Like, let's just get stable here. Like, let's find a foundation. Let's get stable. Let's walk a path that's not as fucking rocky as your whole life has been. Let's walk in this healing journey and, like, let's get it together, okay? Because I want to be fucking happy. Like, that's just really the bottom line about it, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to say that little piece because I feel like, I get lost in it sometimes, but the first part of love is self-love, because how can you love someone else when you don't love yourself enough to not deal with the bullshit anymore? So choose you first. That's the message. Just choose you first. Work on you, heal you, and then love. Then focus on that shit with somebody that's focusing on it with you. Reciprocity. That's key.